All right, y'all, so I need to speak on this right quick. Legendary basketball player Cheryl Miller recently made some comments regarding Caitlin Clark on the All the Smoke podcast. She was pretty much taking up for her, speaking about how she felt that Caitlin Clark received hate or she was despised when she was first entering into the WNBA. And she happened to focus on media narratives. I think it's kind of dangerous that Cheryl Miller made statements such as these because it's only going to add fuel to the fire, which is the fandom that loves Caitlin Clark. You see articles with headlines like this, in which it states that Cheryl Miller said, "I know what it's like to be hated because of my color." So now you're going to have people running with the narratives that WNBA players and the media didn't like Caitlin Clark because she wasn't black. You have this article right here saying that there's unwarranted criticism towards Caitlin Clark, and that simply wasn't the case. If you actually followed the WNBA at the beginning of the season, a lot of praise was going towards Caitlin Clark. A lot of people said that she was saving the league and that she was better than all the other players. In fact, this hate or negative media narratives were actually aimed toward black players that Caitlin Clark was going up against. Victoria Vivians got into it with Caitlin Clark during one game this past season and subsequently had to deactivate her Instagram account because of all the vitriol that was spewed in her direction. Dejanay Carrington got bullied just for playing hard defense on Caitlin Clark. Aaliyah Boston, one of the sweetest players you could ever meet, had to deactivate her Twitter account because of the Indiana Fever fans that were going at her for not playing well enough during last season in the beginning. The list goes on and on. There were other black players that also got heat. Ultimately, if you really were truly looking at the media, they were doing nothing but praising Caitlin Clark. And in the beginning of the season, they felt that players were playing too hard against her. And then toward the end of the season, when she was actually getting her footing in the WNBA, now all of a sudden she becomes the best player again and an MVP candidate. So ultimately, I know that Cheryl Miller is trying to uplift the young talent that's in the WNBA today. However, I felt that her word choice could have been better.